Hello to everyone. This is Shantan Kumar, Department of Mathematics, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering College, Dundigal, Hyderabad. Today, we are going to discuss the topic about the outcome-based education. That means it is OBE. And particularly, we are going to discuss that about that what is the OBE, and again what are the topics which is covered, and again how to frame the OBE, and again particularly based upon that OBE. Here we are going to discuss that our subject, that is matrices and calculus. And matrices and calculus is also how to framework, and again what is the overview, what is the COs and again POs and everything we are going to discuss that today in the lectures. That means under the matrices and calculus, particularly that is the purpose of that is OBE. Here, first of all, it is where it is obtained. This is the OBE, and again what are the topics which is covered. That is based upon that is the NBA accreditations, and again an NBA accreditations and also the Bloom's taxonomy. Based upon that, we need to discuss that one by one. That is the action, verb, and again everything. Here, a guide, how to write a guide to writing and accessing learning outcomes. Here, actually, what is the meaning of NBA? That NBA is nothing but it is a mandatory to every engineering like organization. It is required to follow. This is the NBA accreditation, and based upon the NBA accreditation only, we are going to survey the colleges and again the standards and again everything. It is understood. It is NBA. That means the National Board of Accreditation gives the accreditation for higher education institutions in India. Here, NBA was established by AICT in 1994, and NBA is a full membership in the Washington according to that is since 2011 onwards. And this is basically like under the organization that institutions, it is a tier 1 and also tier 2. Under the tier 1 is provided like for all IITs and NITs and central universities, state universities, and also the autonomous colleges. And tier 2, the tier 2 is nothing but all affiliated colleges of the university level. And based upon this is the tier 1 and also tier 2, these are the giving like to higher education like institution levels. And what is the meaning of Bloom's taxonomy? And based upon the Bloom's taxonomy, when it is introduced, and again who is the introduction, this is the Bloom's taxonomy. Actually, the Bloom's taxonomy is introduced by Benjamin, that is the Bloom's, is the duration in the time of like 1930 to that is 1999 only. And again, he is a scientist of the Bloom's taxonomy. It is introduced. And again, he looked in learning as a process we build upon our formal learning to develop more complex levels of understanding. And again, based upon these are the things, it is like completed, awarded like PhD, and again in between the 1994 from the Chicago. And here, the main objective of the Bloom's taxonomy, it is nothing but it is a global language of the for educations, and has a ready-made structure and also the list of action verbs, and finally it is preferred by the teachers. These are required to maintain that is a Bloom's taxonomy. And again, previously in duration of the 1956 and also the 2001 onwards, whereas in the 1956 it is basically these are the structures are dividing like the evolution process and again synthesis and evolution, like analysis, application, comprehensive, and also the knowledge level. These are the according to from basic level to that is a knowledge level to that is a evolution at the time of the 1956. And whereas after that like 2001, again they are going to changing according to these are the levels. One is a remembering, and again in terms of the knowledge it is a remembering, and a comprehension is nothing but that is understanding, application is nothing but it is apply, and analysis in terms of this is analyze, and synthesis is nothing but it is evaluate, and evaluation is nothing but it is a create level. These are according to changing the levels in the 1956, and again whereas in the 2001 it is a little bit it is some changes are there in the Bloom's taxonomy. And here 1956, at the time of the 1950s, it is proposed that the thinking, the knowledge is a composed of 6 successive levels, like whatever we shown in the previous like slide, and based upon first is a knowledge, and second one is a comprehensive, and again the applications, and again the analysis, and again the synthesis, and finally it is a evolution method. These are the 6 according to standard beginning to that is a top level. And again, after that, 1956, again they are changed it like that according to Bloom's revised schedules. It is by the Anderson and also Krathwohl, and again duration of in the year of the 2001. These are the 1956 and also these are the 2011. Sorry. And again, here, what is the meaning of that Bloom's taxonomy revised according to remember is nothing but level 1. Under the level 1 can be learned to recall or remember the information. And again here, these are the words based upon the remember, that is nothing but the define and duplicate and again list and remember, recall and repeat the and also state. And based upon the similarly the understanding and applying and again solving and again evaluating and creating. These are the levels of and one by one the related. These are the terminologies. That is remember the conditions. And here Bloom's different learning level can be articulated through the logics. These are the sum according to one by one, whatever the previous levels of the one by one to, that is a one by one. First is before we can understand the accept, we must be able to remembering. That is the meaning of the remembering level. And after that it is the understanding level, and after that apply, analyze, and also based upon this one we need to understand the remember, understood, applied, analysis, and evaluate the concept of the conditions. That means here totally based upon the 6 levels, like whatever the shown the previous slides, that is nothing but it is clearly mentioned that one is the remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating levels. And regarding that clearly mentioned that what is the meaning of the remembering, what is the meaning of the understanding, what is the meaning of the applying, analyzing, evaluation, and also creating the terminology. These are the clearly related the 6 levels. They particularly with examples are also clearly mentioned here. What are the meaning of the remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and create the levels. Yeah, these are also nothing but the clear explanation regarding the one by one levels. And basically last two are the whatever it is remembering, understanding, these are the lower cognitive level, and again rest of the 4 are according to the applying, analyze, evaluate, create, these are the higher cognitive level. That means when we are going to frame the subjective or something, any point of view, these are considered that is a lower level cognitive, and again rest of the 4 are the higher cognitive level. Most of the subjects are considered according to the lower cognitive level only. We are going to using that remembering, understanding, but we are not going to through that much of the higher level, that is creating and also evaluate. And some of the action verbs under the 6 levels, one is remembering. Under the remembering, these are clearly verbs are mentioned choose, define, find, how, according to these are the 6 one by one levels conventions. And based upon the year wise something, some verbs are interchanging in branch of the 1 to 2 and again 2 to 1, and again some depend upon the situation, they are going to changing the action verb according to their frameworks. And actually what is the meaning of OBE? The OBE definition according to the institution can bring changes to curriculum by dynamically adapting. And again adapting means it is by the students and again parents and industry personnel and again recruiters. And OBE is all about the outcomes and also the feedback. And vision and mission. Actually, the meaning of the vision and mission, this vision and mission is based upon the institutional level. They are going to define the vision, what is their particularly institutional level. They can frame that what is the vision and also mission. Here, in our college, in institution level, the vision is nothing but to bring the forth professionally competent and socially sensitive engineers capable of working across cultures, meeting the global standards ethically. This is our institution level. It is a vision of our conditions. And similarly, the mission of our institutions. It is nothing but to provide the students with an extensive and exceptional education that prepares them to excel in their profession, guided by the dynamical intellectual community, and to be able to face the technically complex world with creative leadership qualities. This is our institution level. This is the vision only. That means every institution is having something their own vision and also mission. Based upon this is the vision and mission is our institution level. And what are the levels of the outcomes from the OB? That what we discussed in the previous, that is slides. Based upon that, the levels of outcomes from the OB. Generally, the outcomes from the OB, it is four levels of mandatory. One is a program educational objectives, that is a PEOs, and second one is a program outcomes. What is the program of that particularly like outcomes, and again that is a POs. And for third one is a program specifically outcomes, that is a PSOs, and finally it is a what is a course outcomes, that is a COS. These are the required to understand what are the four levels of the outcomes from the OB. Here, what is the OB is all what is the outcomes from the OB means, that is OB is all about feedback and also outcomes. The here also that four like conditions. Here whatever we discussed in the previously, that is a POs and also like POs and PSOs and also COs. These are feedback conducted from that. One is the POs is prepared by the HOD, and also feedback will be taken after that 4 to 5 years of the graduation level. And again, second one, the POs is also prepared by the 12th report. Generally, it is by the NBA, that is National Board Accreditations. And every these are the standard for POs are available. That is NBA giving. And PSOs. Generally, the PSOs is collecting from the HOD, that is immediately after the graduation of the conditions. And COs. The COS is nothing but the concept faculty should give that what is the COS of that particularly the subject wise. That every subject is having something pattern, that is a COS, that is a course outcomes, and based upon the subject level we need to frame the faculty what is the course outcomes. And why OB? What is the purpose of the OB? The OB is nothing but the international recognized and also global employment opportunities. And second one is a more employable and also innovative graduation with professional and soft skills, social responsibility and ethics. And third one, improving the commitment and the involvement of all stakeholders. And the fourth one, enable graduates to excel in their professional and accomplish greater heights in their careers. And finally, the preparing the graduation for leadership positions and challenging them and making them aware of the opportunities in the technology development. These are the some purpose of the OB. And how to framework of the OB? That depend upon the like COs and POs. This is the clearly OB framework is according to that by taking the input and also that output based upon the framework. It is like according to clearly given the like a flow chart. When to access? That depend upon the course outcomes and also POs and again the POs. Based upon this one, it is accessing, that is according to that is a OB framework. What is the benefits of the OB for faculty members? That means while we are going to like referring or discussing like the OB, what is benefit to that is the faculties. The benefits of OB for faculties is nothing but it is one is a majorly it is for a purpose of the faculty. It is a creative and innovative teaching. That means based upon the OB framework and again the for faculty purpose, it is a creative levels are increasing and innovating teaching also it is a encouraging like increasing. And also based upon this one, it is the most important, that is for faculty it is a less pressure, it is also required for the OB. And again can shape an individual's thinking and also vision. Based upon that we need to like thinking and also vision, that it is also benefit for the faculty based on the OB conditions. And here program educational objectives. The program education objective is nothing but it is a PEO should be defined by the head of the department of the consultant with the faculty members. That whatever the previously we say something who is prepared like the PEOs and also POs and also CEOs, and based upon that here clearly explanation that PEOs and POs are the promise by the department to the aspiring the students about what they will achieve once they join in the program. This is also to understanding the level. And POs are about the professional and career accomplished after 4 to 5 years of the graduation. And POs can be written from the different perspective like career, technology, competency, and also behavior. And in POs, do not use the technical terms as it will be read by the prospective students who want to join in the program. And finally, 3 to 5 POs are recommended. That means every subject wise it is also that 3 to 5 it is mandatory to prepare, that is a POs. And here POs, that is a program outcomes. Generally the NBA is giving like that, providing like that POs are total it is a 12. That means that the graduation this is also nothing but it is a GA, sometimes it is a gratitude attitudes of NBA for undergraduation engineering. The generally it is a totally it is a 12 POs are available that NBA providing the NBA for all institution levels. One is engineering knowledge. Under the engineering knowledge, this is the clear explanation given. And second one is program analysis conditions. And third one is that is a design or the development of the solutions. And fourth one is conduct the investigation of the complex problems. And fourth one is modern tool usage. And the sixth one is the engineering and also society level. And the seventh is environment and also the sustainability. And PO8 is ethics conditions, and PO9 is individual and teamwork, and PO10 is communications, and PO11 is project management and finance, and PO12 is lifelong learning. These are the 12 providing like the NBA, it is a mandatory. And for out of this 12 here, each and every organization like that, each and every subject wise, while we are going to framing the subject level, we are going to took something either some subjects are based upon the like 2 POs or 3 POs or something 4 to 5 POs are also depend upon that. Out of this 12 we need to consider it. And as per that our syllabus that is whatever it is matrices and calculus, we are going to took that out of this 12 only the 12 POs are we are going to consider. That one is PO1 and also PO2, that is useful for that this subject. And again in almost it is all subject level. One is all branches level. One is first one it is useful for the engineering knowledge, and second one is whatever it is PO2 it is problem analysis. That means based upon this PO1 and also PO2 it is applicable to these are the considered for the subject. There is a matrices and calculus. The particularly here branch is a CESE DS. And again what is PSOs? The generally PSOs are framed like according to their concerned department, not subject level. It is a concerned subject department level. We are going to took that. As per your CSE DS, you are considered like that PSOs are, these are the 3 PSOs are took that. One is build suitable statistical models, tools and technical to evaluate large data sets for visualization and interpretations. And second one is focus on improving the software reliability, network security or information retrieval systems. And third one is make use of computing theory, mathematics, statistical methods, and the principles of optimization techniques in data analytics for providing solutions. These are the 3 POs are framed according to this particular branch only. And again these are the action verbs we are going to consider. And again based upon that PSOs and POs are, it is mainly it is based upon the formula. One is a student should be able to, and also the behavior and also the resulting evidence. Based upon this formula they are going to preparing like that PSOs and also POs and also COs. Here, as per our under this branch, this is the subject today. Our subject is matrices and calculus based upon the OB, and again based upon the PSOs and POs, and also that here these are the topics we are going to divide. One is a model 1, model 2, model 3, model 4, model 5, and whereas the first one is the matrices, and second one is eigenvalues and eigenvectors, and third one is functions of single and several variable, and fourth one is the Fourier series, and fifth one is multiple integrals. And what is based upon that here this subject? What is the framework of the course overview? That course overview is nothing but this whatever we discussion of the this subject. That is a subject overview is nothing but this course is a foundation for all engineering branches. Is a mandatory. It is includes the concept of matrices, eigenvalues, and eigenvectors, functions of single variable, several variable, Fourier series, and multiple integrals. And this course is applicable for simulations, coloring, imagine process, and also the optimal solution in all the engineering problems. This is the subject for overview of the all the branches, particularly this is the CSDS. And what are the based upon the OB, how to frame the what are the objectives are framed? That means based upon the subject, it is objectives are one is like the students will be try to learn. One is the concept of the rank of a matrix, eigenvalues, eigenvectors, and solutions of the system of linear equations. And second one of the objective is the geometrical approaches to the mean value theorems and applications. And the third one, the Fourier series expansions in periodic and non-periodic intervals. Yeah, finally, it is determine the volume of solid bounded regions by using the integral calculus. These are the six COs are framed that. Yeah, next one based upon this subject here, they are going to divide like that descriptive and also that short type questions. It is totally that end examination the 60 marks and again internal that is a 40 marks together it is a 100 marks. Here, how to evaluation of the methodology based upon the OB framework. Here, our subject is dividing like the evaluation process. It is a 40 like internal and again CA and again CA2. That is a CA1, CA2 together, and 60 is the end of the marks. The pattern is dividing like according to 10 marks and also the 5 marks level. The AC. That means it is a duration of the 3 hours. Based upon that, they are going to giving like from the 5 modules, and again each one carrying like the 12 marks based upon the either the choice and again no chance either from the first 2 modules. And again based on the internal, they are going to divide like that according to CAE1, CAE2. Here based upon the first CAE, that is a 10 marks for that, and 5 marks is a definition terminology piece, and again the tech talk is the 5 marks. And CA2 is also like the CA2, that is a examination 10 marks and 5 marks and 5 marks. The total it is a 20 marks. The CAE and again the definition terminology 10 marks, and again tech talk is a like assignment, it is a 10 marks. Together it is a end exam is a 60, and again the total marks is also that is a 100 marks together. And this is a syllabus clearly provided like according to individually that model wise, that is model 1, model 2, model 3, model 4, model 5 based upon the OB. Here we choose that this is the subject wise, that is a maths and calculus. And also the mapping, how they are going to mapping and each COs to that is a POs and also POS. Here whatever we took that is a PO1 and also PO2. And based upon the PO1 and PO2 and continuation of the CO12, that is a CO6, it is a CO1 is mapped like that PO1, and CO2 is mapped like the CO like PO1 and PO2, and again CO3 is mapped to only that PO1, and again CO4 is mapped to PO1, CO5 is mapped to PO1, PO2, CO6 is mapped to PO1 and PO2. Based upon the subject wise, here we mapped that PO2, PO1, PO2 corresponding like that, CO1 to CO6 is the conditions. And after that, how to justify that CO PO2, that is a POS1. Whatever that is shown in the previous slide, that is a CO1 is mapped to PO1 and CO2 is a PO1, PO2. Based upon this is the like consider the number of key component wise, we frame the conditions. These are the mapping clearly. That is a justification for the CO PO2, that is a PSOS mapping. And based upon the same that mapping to CO1 PO1, it is key components for the POS PO2. It is a CO2 clearly mentioned that according to the key component wise, and it is based upon that 332 like that. It is a 660 conditions. And based upon the previously, that is a 2 and also 3, based upon the 2, if it is a 2 is there, then it is nothing but it is a 40% 2, that is a 60%, and again the 1 to 5 is nothing but it is a 40%, and again 3 is that is 60 to 100%. That means based upon it is no correlation, moderate, and again slow, light, and also high conditions. Attriculation matrix. This is the meaning of the attriculation matrix to the concerned POs and the POs, COs based on that. And assessment. What are the assessment process under this is the methodology, like based on the direct procedure. Under the direct is nothing but we are involving the direct procedure is based upon the CA examination and SCA examination, and here the definition and terminology and tech talk, and again the quiz, and finally it is a assignment level. These are we are going to consider like based upon the direct procedure. And what is the indirect? That is indirect assessment of the methodology of the indirect is nothing but based upon that only by the end semester OB feedback. Whatever they wrote the examination based upon the feedback of the students and also the head of the department wise, and again giving the feedback of that is called as a indirect procedure, that is assignment methodology. And this is a clearly brief discussion about the OB based upon this is the subject, that is a matrices and calculus. I hope everybody understood regarding this is the OB. And any doubts, please contact through the below the link. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.